Good morning. It's good to see everybody today. This is the good egg, and I actually just got it from Scholastic at the last book fair that we had, so I do have permission to share. This is kind of a good one because I know you guys are all kind of thinking about Easter and the upcoming holiday that's coming up on Fridays, Good Friday, and Sunday's Easter. So I know you guys are all dying eggs, I'm sure, like we are about to at the Wilburn house. So I'm going to go ahead and get it started. It says The Good Egg by Jory, John, and Pete Oswald. The Good Egg. To Alyssa, William, and Olive, JJ, for Allison, P.O. Oh, hello. I was just rescuing this cat. Know why? Because I'm a good egg. A very good egg. It's true. I do all kinds of good things, like I'll carry your groceries, I'll water your plants, I'll change your tires, I'll paint your house. If you need any help whatsoever, I'm your egg. I've always been a good egg. It's been this way from the start, even in my earliest days, back at the store. There were a dozen of us living together under one recycled roof. There was Meg, and Peg, and Greg, and Clegg, and Shell, and Shelley, and Sheldon, and Shelby, and Egbert, and Frank, and other Frank. Meanwhile, I tried to take charge. I tried to fix their bad behavior. I tried to keep the peace because I was a good egg. A very good egg. Nobody seemed to care, though. Every night I was exhausted. My head felt scrambled. Then one fateful morning, I noticed some cracks in my shell. They were everywhere. My doctor said it was from all the pressure I was putting on myself. The pressure of making sure everybody was as good as me. I was cracking up, literally. Something had to change. I'd had enough. I told Meg and Peg and Greg and Clegg and Shell and Shelley and Sheldon and Shelby and Egbert and Frank and other Frank that I was leaving. I can't be the only good egg in a bad carton, I said. Blah, 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 they replied. I left that night. I wandered from town to town. The hours became days. The days became weeks. I lost track of time. I was alone. Out there on the road under the stars, I really tried to focus on myself and what I needed. I took walks. I read books. I floated in the river. I wrote in my journal. I found simple moments to be quiet. I breathed in. I breathed out. I even started painting. For once, I found time for me. And guess what? Little by little, the cracks in my shell started to heal. My head no longer felt scrambled. So I've made a big decision. I'm returning to my old carton and my friends. Besides, I'm kind of lonely out here. This time, I know what I need to do. I'll try not to worry so much. I'll be good to my fellow eggs while also being good to myself. Here we go. Everybody missed me. I miss them too. Hello, Meg. Howdy, Peg. Hey, Greg. Greetings, Clegg. What's up, Shell? Aloha, Shelly. Hey-o, Sheldon. Hi, Shelby. Good day, Egbert. What's happening, Frank? Howdy do, other Frank. Sure, every once in a while, somebody's still a little bit bad. Here's what I realized. The other eggs aren't perfect, and I don't have to be either. I'm okay with that. Yep, the old carton is back together. We're a solid dozen again. It's good to be home. Okay, so as I read this the other day, I thought about how perfect it was. Because sometimes when we're worrying about everybody else and everything around us, it really starts to kind of make us crack a little bit and kind of makes us go a little bit crazy. So I know that you guys are all doing what you think is best right now. So if it's staying in your home or if it's going out for short walks, if it's whatever you feel like that is good for your family, that is okay. And you need to know that what you're doing is good for you. So thank you for that. But while I was reading this, I thought how perfect it would be. And of course, I related it to a project, an art project that I know or that I've done before. So like this week, since we're kind of working with eggs and such, I went ahead and all I did was I made a big egg. So I made a big egg. I traced kind of a big circle around. I cut out of cardboard and I traced a big circle and kind of made it into an egg shape. I don't really have any ovals in my house that are this big that I could trace. I couldn't think of any anyway. So this was a little bit trickier to do, but all I did was I took a pencil and traced around, kind of went around the circle, right? And then after I did that, I just went and found some painter's tape, which I found in the garage. So what I did was I just went ahead and just put strips all over because just like the egg, he was kind of cracking a little bit. He was kind of having some hard times with some things. And this is a hard thing. This is hard times. This is hard stuff, staying home and following directions and trying to stay away from people and the friends that we love in our schools and our work and our homes, around the neighborhood and things like that. So I know it's a little bit difficult. So every time I thought of something that was hard, I went ahead and put a piece of tape down. And maybe if it was school or if it was the gym or if it was Scoop du Jour or those places that you go to weekly, that you go to all the time, I kind of use those to symbolize the places that I was really kind of missing. And so what I did was I just taped them down and then I just went and found some chalk. So I had lots of little bits of chalk. And then all I did in each area is I just went around those areas and there was no rhyme or reason. I just went through and kind of added what I wanted to. So after I used that chalk, and it is going to get a little bit messy, so you might want to put something down or some newspaper or something down because as you see, there's going to be a little bit of dust around. And then after you do that and you fill all those spots in, then you can just start peeling that paint away. And as time will have it, all of those cracks will start to heal. So if we're doing what we know is right and what we know or we feel like is good, all of those areas are going to start to heal back. And all that worry can start to go away. So this was just kind of a fun project that I did. I took some time last night to really think about those places that I was missing. And like in the story, he took time to journal and time to breathe and time to go on walks and time to do those things by himself. And that really does help us. So think about those things too. So I'll do about half of this and then I'll kind of show you. And this is a little bit of old, it's a little bit of aged paper. that one of my neighbors gave me when she moved to Arizona. So it is a little bit aged, so it is peeling just a little bit, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead. And I'll kind of show you a little bit of how it's starting to look there. Let's see if I can get all the way through. I will post a picture when I'm all done so you don't have to wait this whole time. But I just want you to think about, you don't always have to be the good egg, and you don't have to always worry about everybody else, because everybody else is doing what they think is right. And I want you to think and to do what you think is right, and then we'll all get through this together. Okay, thank you. Happy Easter if I don't see you before then. Bye-bye.